How do, fellow striders? Just woke up, just had my breakfast. I'm at a campsite in a place called Dalby, low farm campsite. Nice and frosty this morning. I'm going for a walk through Dalby Forest. We're going to pick up some sights which I'll explain to you later. I'm just going to give you a panoramic view of the campsite where I am. There's a few people on because there's a car rally on in the forest, so they come to see that, but it's the end of the season now, you know, late September. But it's a nice day, very frosty this morning. Like I say, had a nice hot drink, had my porridge, and that was my accommodation for the night. Kept me nice and warm, kept me out the frost, and we're off. We're going to make a start. Speak to you shortly. So we're just coming up to the edge of the Dalby Forest. So Dalby Forest is also known as the Great Yorkshire Forest. It's in North Yorkshire. Like I say, I camped at a place called Low Farm Campsite last night in Dalby. Just literally 2-minute walk outside Thorntonley Dale, just down the road from Pickering, if ever you fancy visiting. So what I'm going to try and do today is, when we get into the forest is full of numerous Bronze Age and early Iron Age burial mounds that haven't been excavated as yet, so we'll see if we can come across some of them, see what kind of state they're in. We're going to try and find a stone called the Adder Stone. After that, we're going to try and find some stones, a series of stones called the Bride Stones, and then after that we're going to try and get to a place near the Hole of Hawkham called Blakey Topping, where there's a stone circle, and the hill called Blakey Topping was sacred in pre-Christian times. So yeah, potentially we've got a good day ahead of us. The weather's fine. I'm going to spin the camera around. Here's the footpath into the start of Dalby Forest. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful day after such a cold start. Okay, onwards and forwards, folks. So I've been walking for a good 2 hours now, still in Dalby Forest. Apparently you can walk all the way to Scarborough through this forest if you know where you're going. But anyway, here's the first burial mound. I'll switch the camera around. There we go. So bear in mind that it's at least 1,000 year old. Maybe it's 2,000 or 3,000 year old. Let's have a look. It looks like this one has been excavated. Looks like it's got a hollow in the top. Yeah, this one's been proper dug out. It's even got a Christmas tree growing in the middle of it. Check that out. So yeah, if it wasn't the Vikings when they settled who dug these out, it was the Victorians. They had a bit of a habit of destroying our archaeological sites. So crack on, we're not far from the Adder Stone now. And I'll explain to you what that's all about when we get there. Another 10 minutes hopefully. So this is one of the roads through Dalby Forest. Beautiful day, folks. See you shortly. Anyway, like I said, we're not far from the Adder Stone. And here we go. Here it is. So, yeah, it's an Adder Stone. The locals call it Adderston. They call this area Adderston. Just going to walk through here. So the adderstone. So Dalby Forest is full of adders, a type of viper, the only venomous snake left in the UK. There used to be a hell of a lot more, but there's so many people about nowadays, they get persecuted. People tend to stamp on them and kill them when they see them because they don't want to get bitten. Or if the dogs get bitten by them, the owners tend to kill the snake. So yeah, this is the adderstone. So apparently this is where the adders would shelter. Lots and lots of adders apparently. And all the nooks and crannies. Plenty of places for them to shelter, as you can see. Now there still are adders in this forest, in the North York Moors in general. I've seen a few over the years. Even nearly been bitten by one when I was out walking the dog a few years ago. It was just coming out of hibernation in April, and luckily it hadn't warmed up enough and its aim wasn't so good. Look at that. Great places for adders. So yeah, apparently this is where one of the hot spots where the adders used to come, and I don't know whether they still do, and shelter, hibernate or whatever, hence the name. If I was younger, if I was 10 years younger, I'd climb on it, but my age is upon me, I'm afraid. I'm not as flexible and nimble as I once was. There's quite a size to this thing. I think it's a glacial, geographical phenomenon, for want of a better description, left over from the last ice age 10,000 years ago, scoured out by the ice sheet that was about a mile high here. There we go. So we're off to the Bridestones next. So we're almost at the Bridestones, but I just wanted to pause. I'm in an absolutely amazing, breathtaking, beautiful spot off the beaten track, and I need to share this with you folks. Give you the full 360 here. Deciduous woodland, that's what you want to see. You go deep into this Dalby forest and there's hidden little gems like this all over the place. You can really lose yourself for weeks in this place. Absolutely remarkable. Nearly there now anyway. Onwards and forwards. Whew. I'm blowing a bit. Just come up a big climb out of them trees down below. Good 3 hours into the walk now. And on the other side we have the geographical phenomenon known as the low Bridestones. And of course, me being me, I'm heading for the high Bridestones. Hence my out of breath condition. Oh, you can see some people over there walking past. Oh no! Right, let's follow this path. Yeah, let's follow this path to the high Bridestones. Oh, oh, blimey heck. It was quite a steep climb. Doing really well to have this nice weather. It wasn't yesterday, but the day before it didn't stop raining for over 24 hours, proper torrential. But here we come. Here we come, folks. Might be a good spot to have something to eat, actually. I need a rest anyway after that climb. So yeah, we've climbed up out of the forest, as you can see. We're onto like what's a moorland now, but if you look around, there's plenty of saplings, so the forest is growing and expanding. Come back in 100 years time, there'll be quite a fair percentage of the forest that will have grown compared to what's in place now. Well, there's some people up here. I hope they don't mind me videoing. High bright zones, everyone. I don't know how many there are. There's people sleeping here. Plenty of graffiti and what have you. I bet people wild camp up here. Let's climb up and get some panoramic views, eh? Oh. Bit like Brimham Rocks, a bit smaller. Yeah, I'm going to have a bite to eat here, I'm going to have a rest. There's some more stones at the back there. Now if all goes well, we'll get another site of interest. I'll see how we are for time. Well, I've just had a snooze and I've been at this beautiful spot here with this rock behind me, and I've been contemplating what my next movements will be, what my next plan of action will be. So I was hoping to get to see the stone circle in the Sacred Hill, but I'm going to have to save it for another time. See what's happened today coming through Dalby Forest. I took longer than anticipated due to the rally that's going on in there that I mentioned earlier. So I had to do a few detours. So where I am now, it's going to be at least another 3 hours to get back, and no doubt there'll be a few detours through the forest again. I'm going to have to try and find a better route, hopefully. So yeah, I'll save that for another time. That's worthy of a video in itself. So I'll see you when we get back, folks. Bye. Nearly back now. So I've been at it for a good 6 hours. I know I had a bit of a kip earlier, but still a good 6 hours walking. We're just coming up to Ellerburn Trout Farm now, and then after that it's base camp, where I'll make myself a cup of tea, get a shower, have a little read in my book, make something to eat, and then I'm sure I've got a bottle of beer stashed in my car. Party time. Do a bit of socialising. So I'll just spin the camera around. Ellerburn Trout Farm. I'll get up on the stile, I'll get a bit higher up. Whoa. There we go. So yeah, just after here, a few yards, and I'm back at the camp. So what I'll try and do, like I said in the video earlier, I'll just get over this stile. I might pop up to where I wanted to go and have a look at today, tomorrow morning. We'll see, but otherwise I'll come back and I'll do another video. So if you haven't liked already, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and take it easy, folks. Look after yourselves. Winter's coming. You get any sunny days like I've had today, get out and enjoy it. Get striding. All the best now. Bye.